Hey all, Hibber here. So I was having a really good solo session in Edinburgh today, and I ran into a player that I haven't seen for a long time, and always a pleasure. And on my team, we happen to have the one and only DrDevStrike. So don't forget to visit his YouTube channel, right? Because he's got lots of interesting streams and videos. So don't forget to give him a sub and a like, and while you're at it, give myself a sub and a like as well. Why not? So I'm in Edinburgh, and this is my favorite ship, and I am just pushing in here because I'm going to grab this cap here. So well, at least I'm going to try. So the Reds can't take it because DrDevStrike, he spawned in the middle, and he's in Georgia. So I know that I can count on battleship support. But in any case, I would have played the exact same way if there was, an unknown battleship. But in this case here, I know that if I keep these cruisers here spotted to the best of my ability, like I'm doing here with the Kutuzov and the radar, I will get back up from over there at some point. But first of all, we have to make sure that they don't get a foothold in the cap. You can see how the little Frenchy cruiser there is pushing in already. And he's in a very exposed position there, and I'm keeping him spotted. So hopefully we'll get some nice battleship incoming shells while I finish positioning. So obviously the carrier is very interested in me. Yeah, that's the downside of being the first ship into a battle. It's just, it seems that whichever ship the carrier spots first is the ship that they will focus the whole match, or some of the match at least. And anyway, there's also my Jean-Bar over here on this side, and he's pushing in, which is strange. And here's a little tip for you guys. When you shoot at French cruisers with British AP, make sure you hit under the turrets. Here, I'm forgetting completely that Bayard has spaced armor, and I'm, hitting center mass, and it doesn't do anything. So you have to hit under the turrets like I'm doing now. That's where the Citadel goes all the way out, and that's where you get the damage. Because if you shoot in the middle of the ship, and that goes for Charles Martel, and I believe Algerie as well, I can't remember them all, but the French cruisers, because of the short fuse British AP here, the AP will detonate when it goes through the first layer of armor, and then detonate in that hollow space before it actually hits the Citadel. So you're not going to get any Citadels, and I forgot that. I completely forgot that. I usually remember on Martel because I'm so used to it now, but Bayard, I don't see the ship very often, and well, that was a mistake. I could have taken him out in one salvo instead of 3, but we all make mistakes, right? So the cap is fairly secure now. I just need to get rid of the Kutuzov at some time, because he's going to be a problem. If the carrier spots me, he can just sit and pepper me with HE from afar. And that's why I'm trying to get into a position where he can't hit me. But at the same time, there's an incoming squadron of torpedo bombers that I also have to be aware of. So I'm just gonna sit here, and I think the carrier was hoping I would come out, but obviously I'm not. There's a battleship out there, so I'm not coming out. I'm just gonna sit here and see if I can't Citadel the Kutuzov. But he's too smart. He's sailing away angled, and my AP is not gonna do much, only to the superstructure. But that's gonna take too long. So. Anyway, I have achieved my goal for now over here. The cap is safe. We pushed the red ones out of the way, and there's like a really lucky torpedo there. I was so upset about that one. Anyway, the reds are, they're running away. The cap is mine. At some point, I can move into the cap and take it, which I will. But first, I just need to get that carrier off my back, because I'm getting low on hit points now. And this Östergötland here, I know this player. And he always goes after me. So I am certain that he's going to stick around over here and pretty much abandon his team. So that's great. And there is no way he will be able to do anything against me. I'm in a radar Edinburgh, and I'm just waiting for him. There's no real point pushing him, because I still have the Kutuzov out there, I believe, or maybe he has been sunk. But in any case, I'm just going to wait for this Östergötland here to come into the cap to me, because I don't want to chase him through open water. And sitting out there, he's totally useless anyway. So the longer I keep him occupied over here, well, the better the chance the other caps have. Because he's the last, well, he's the only destroyer on the red team. And he's just wasting the next 10 minutes of the battle sitting over here shooting at me, like a Sisyphus job, because there is absolutely no way he's going to be able to take me out. That's impossible. So I'm just gonna jump in, say, hey, yeah, that's very nice, you're shooting at me. I'm just gonna start capping now. So why don't you go do something else? But I know he's not gonna do something else. I know he's gonna stick around over here, which is good. That's what we want. And the carrier is also still here. And I should get my my carrier medal soon, whatever it's called. I always forget what that one's called. Once I reach 20 planes, clear sky, there it is. Yep, excellent. 5 minutes into the game. In an Edinburgh. Yeah, well, if you want to waste your planes on that, that's fine. So all the spotting on the red team is congregated over here. Like, none of the other caps have any spotting. The destroyer is over here, and the carrier is over here. And why? Why would you do that? You're just leaving the whole rest of your team, and I believe this is probably why we win, actually. Because the whole red team just doesn't have any spotting anymore. They're all over here trying to take out this poor little Edinburgh here. So the Richie here, he's facing the wrong way, and his turrets aren't turned towards me. And I'm going to finish my capping now, and everything is, working out towards the plan. So hopefully I can get a torp hit on this Richie here, and now the DD is shooting at me again from, what, 15 kilometers or something like that. That's very useful. So after I watched this, I went to DrDevStrike's channel just to watch like his, side of the battle. And you should always do that when you have the opportunity, because then you can see which mistakes, if any, you make. And well, everyone makes mistakes. That would make life easier for those guys, and hopefully the other way around. So I could see that I should have spotted a little bit more for the Georgia over there, but it was so difficult with the carrier over here. I kept getting hit over and over and over, and at one point when I was yelling for help, that's when I think, oh, they might actually get me, because that was when there was still a Kutuzov, the carrier, the Sinop, and the destroyer. So now we got the upper hand here, because the destroyer is just wasting time over here. I have the cap, and there is no way that he's going to wrestle this cap away from me. So why don't he just go and do something else? But then on the other hand, I can't really leave this cap, because as soon as I leave it, that destroyer is obviously going to cap it. And you can see the points. Like, we're doing better now, but just 10 seconds ago, it wasn't looking that good. So we need to get some points first, and then, depending on how the battle turns out, I might join the other guys at B. But I need to get rid of this destroyer here. I'm just waiting for my radar. So DrDevStrike's guys are also doing a really good job. At one point, I thought we were going to lose this match here. Like I think around 5 minutes ago, when I was when that carrier got me with a really random torpedo, and the Jean-Bar went down inside my cap, because yeah, that's another thing. I don't know what that was on about. He just charged right into the cap with seemingly no plan or any cover or anything like that. But yeah, whatever. So we just try with the sonar first, see if we can get a peek of where he is. So he's being smart. See, he's staying right outside the cap, so he's trying not to tip me off. But obviously he was just close enough for my sonar to pick him up, so I know exactly what he's up to now. And like I said, there's nothing he can do. I have a radar. I'm just waiting to get spotted, and then I'll pop it. And there we go. And just wait a little bit until he's out in open water, and there he is. So let's give him a shot. I aimed a little bit high on that one there, but we still get a very nice hit. And the carrier comes in as well. That's always satisfying. Once you've been, exposed to a carrier the whole battle, then having your carrier help you out is it's a nice feeling. So I was hoping to get him there, but unfortunately not. And my radar is gonna run out, so we're gonna have to rely on the sonar to finish him off. The carrier did well. It looks like he's flooding or burning or whatever it is he's going on. So he's going to, yeah, well, there he goes. Unfortunately, I didn't get the kill. That was terrible. But still, pretty much, held this side here by myself. Well, not by myself. Like I said, I had really good battleship backup, and that's so key in this game here. If you can trust your battleships, this game is just so much more satisfying and also a lot easier to play. So good game, DrDevStrike. It's good to see you, and well, see you out there.